But quantity and quality of the depth, what could that factor into it?
Are you talking about
Your depth, I would say. It's
Yeah,
depth.
yeah, no, it's going to be huge. I mean, I think we saw it even last week when, the first string guys were sort of done with their day. We got guys that can come in and play and compete. And so I feel like all offseason we've been talking about the depth that we've got and stuff, and then Saturday we finally got to see it. And so these guys have been competing at practice and stuff, getting ready, and then, when their number gets called in the game, they were ready on Saturday. So on this Saturday, it's going to be the same thing. If someone goes down or if we need a young guy to step up, the guys are ready. I think they proved that on Saturday. They can go and play college football. And so we're excited about it, and they'll be ready to roll.
Rex was just talking about going into last week's game with a little more sense of fun. How do you kind of create that sense going into a game as opposed to after winning big?
Yeah, really last week, that's what we just wanted to find was that sense of urgency, some joy for the game, the love of the game. And I feel like we found it. We went out to Vegas. We went out a day early, and we just focused on each other, focused on, what we have to do that game, but having fun at the end of the day. And so for this game, it's no different. The opponent is different, but same mindset for us as far as going out, playing our game, and having fun and playing for each other rather than, focus on the outcomes, the results, and being consumed by what other people think of us, stuff like that. So that's our mindset going into this game. To be honest, that wasn't even supposed to be really one of my reads in that play. I was supposed to go to the flat and then to the over, and then all of a sudden X just was open, and then I knew if I just gave him a chance, he's going to do whatever he could to stay in, and he did. So he makes that kind of crazy stuff happen at practice, and so for him to make that, I wasn't surprised.
What stands out about Baylor's defense to you?
They're hard working guys. They're really well coached, and they fly around the field. I think out of all the teams that we play, they look like the most, physical and the most, speed across the board. They're always running the ball. It's almost like playing our defense at practice and stuff. Like our guys are well coached and they run around the field real fast, and these guys do the same thing. So they're really well coached and they're going to play hard for 4 quarters.
Coach Campbell said he was really impressed with the way Charlie handled his injury, given the shape he got himself in. Like maybe when you were a younger player, you might grind so hard you didn't be 75% all year, but he's got himself back to close to 100. How has he impressed you that way as a fellow experienced, mature guy on this team?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just so glad to see Charlie just, mature off the field and stuff. He's a guy, after, the Iowa game, he was, the guy that got the offense together, told us, what our expectations are as players, not for anybody outside of the walls. And so he got everyone on the right track on the offense. Everyone respects him. Obviously in the offseason, he's done everything to change his body physically to be like an NFL tight end. And we're seeing that every Saturday. So I trust that guy every single down. He does his job, and then he carries other guys with him as well. So he's a great leader, and I'm just proud of, where he's come from and, how mature he's gotten over the past couple of years.